and this one should be quick. Dear Santa, which is a movie starring Jack Black as Satan, who a little boy named Liam writes a letter to Santa to ask for something very special, only to have, because he has dyslexia, and I don't know how I feel about this. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not laughing at that. It's just like, come on. He has dyslexia and he writes Satan instead of Santa. So Satan shows up and he grants him 3 wishes, but he's getting his soul at the end of it. But this is like a good kid. There could be spoilers. I don't know if I want to spoil it for people.
Okay. I don't have to.
I mean, I guess we could. Who gives a shit? But nobody's going to see it. I walked away from this movie not liking it in the first act.
Oh.
Kind of liking it in the second act. And by the third one, they actually made me cry.
Heck yeah.
But listen, I'm not defending this as a great Christmas movie or the next pinnacle movie. Would I watch it again? I probably won't, because like this would be one that I'd watch if it showed up on TV, and it's not going to. It's going to remain in streaming. So I'll probably never watch it again. With that being said, if you guys are looking for something different, automatically any movie gets a point from me, a solid point, if it makes me feel like an emotion come out. Like if I get angry and I get up, or I cry, or I'm like happy and laughing or whatever, you get a solid automatic point for that. You pulled out an emotion. And if it's from acting, even stronger. The ratings for this movie for both of us are 3s.
Yes.
Now I give it a favorable rating because I was going to give it a 2, and then I got to where it drew out the crying from me. And some of the best acting. And I will tell you, this kid, the entire time, he's fine. He's a good kid the whole time. I liked him the whole time. But when I didn't see like a spark of genius acting until the end. And I don't want to give this away because it's as equally part sweet as it is odd. And you never see it coming because you don't find out it happened until like 20 minutes left in the movie. So it's not a well-written. It has heart though, and it is a Christmas movie. And I am very lenient on Christmas movies when it comes to story, because magic does everything in them, and I have to let it go. I realize I'm long-winded here, but what I will say is that kid Liam delivered such a deep, guttural cry at one point, and for a great reason. It was the best reaction I had seen in a long time in acting on the big screen, unlike watching a movie. And it hit me right in the chest, and I was like, oh my God, now I'm crying because like this is insane. And Jack Black was funny. Jack Black has some good moments in this. But overall, I would just say, like, if you feel like you might be into it, check it out. Now, Paul.
Yes, sir.
I know you loved it, and we gave it the same rating. You're going to have a little more favorable. Like, your 3 leans more towards a 5. Mine leans more towards a 1.
And the kids movie, I kind of thought I knew what to expect, and it threw me off because it kind of broke the grain, because it kind of was its own thing, Christmas themed ish, but they really did it differently. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it led me through a lot of different emotions. I was laughing a little bit and kind of annoyed with certain aspects of Satan. And that third act, like you said, that ending just threw me through a loop. And we were all sobbing. Like it was a mess, because you didn't expect it to go down the way it went down. When it did, it was like, oh, holy shit. And then they did it right, because immediately. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was interrupting. I apologize. I was just going to interject in that one part, though, where you do get emotional. It ends abruptly. Yeah. Like, it almost ends instantaneously, and you're like, we're just not going to explain this. And then that's it. So I think that's why, for me, it kind of like, you got the emotion, and then it was like, come on, man. Like, I need a little more. You just made me okay with what happened. Okay. And now you brought it back, and now great. But you're not going to explain it?
And I think they left it kind of open for number 2, which I'm kind of hopeful for. So, I've told a lot of my friends that have kids, I'm like, hey, look, if you don't have, I understand everyone's going through different things financially. You can't take your families to go see Red One. I was like, this is one you'll absolutely
do not watch this if you're a kid, unless you're like 11 or 12 or older. Do not watch this. They do make mention multiple times of somebody being fictional, and kids need to see that.
Kids are fine. I don't, no children.
11 to 12.
But you're right. My fault.
We got to be safe about that, especially when it comes to Christmas movies. So I'm not ruining anybody's Christmas.
But they don't bring up that he's not real. They just say,
Yes, they do. They say it quite a bit. And here's now you're saying it. I really hope there's no parents letting their kids watch this shit right now. I really hope my kid's not watching this because Paul decided to just give up the thing I said I don't want to give up on the show. Not thrilled about that. Secondly, let's move on to our next one. Thanks for watching.